that we have for you is this masterpiece. Absolute treat. Treat. Mickey Mousecapade. Disgraceful, disgraceful, disgraceful. But yeah, even in this game you have, of course, limited continues, because why would you not run a game with limited continues in a marathon, you would say, right? So that's what we do. I had to reset the timer. We'll talk a little bit about this game as we go. But yeah, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, let's do this. So in this game you are controlling Mickey Mouse, but you also have this satellite Minnie Mouse that you need to kind of take care of, because if she's not following you, then you cannot progress. So for example, you cannot transition from one screen to another if she's not with you, so you really need to have her close, like, at all times. This is a star we collected because that's what we shoot. This is our projectile, basically. And the funny thing of this game, which is not fun, but we will pretend it is that you can kind of like use up and down to control, in a quotation marks, Mini. But not quite, because like with up or down, the only thing that you can actually really do is like you make her closer to you. So kind of like here, where I just like press down just to show you. And that kind of makes it easier for you to kind of like transition from, you know, one stage to another, just like a layer, like in this case, to another, or, you know, to grab ladders and make things a little bit more optimal. But it's very hard to control. Like it's extremely hard to control for me anyway, so it's not really a mechanic that I appreciate that much, but it is what it is, so we will take it. So in this one, we need to go all the way here, because we actually need to fight this middle boss kind of thing. So we will just take a shot and kind of like tank our way through and trade for damage a little bit. And that defeats the boss, and then we go all the way back. We go all the way back also because we have to collect Minnie's weapon, or Mickey's, who's shooting right now? No, Mickey's shooting right now. So we have basically like 2 sets of stars to collect in this one, for the sake of like maximizing your shooting, you know, capabilities and stuff. But there's a caveat, because the chest in which you find the star is here, but it's a trolley chest, because sometimes, like in this case, actually, thank you game, it's a star, but more often than not, actually, it's not, because there's going to be a guy that just like flies around like a maniac and hits you, so you basically need to take damage, because that's unavoidable, reset the room, so like go back and forth until you actually find the star. But more often than not, it's like unpredictable RNG. There is no way that was found yet to actually manipulate the RNG of the chest. So sometimes, like I did in this case, you just get lucky and first try there's a star and you can just like move on with your existence. But sometimes you will just get stuck there, resetting the room even 20 to 30 times. Sometimes I had that happen myself, where the monster just keeps spawning, you keep taking damage, and that's it. But yeah, it didn't happen in this case, so yeah, we're fine. We're just fine. This is the ocean stage. It's quite complicated. I don't like it at all. There's a lot of things that just like fly at you. You need to be very careful with your jumping, because Mickey can land on platforms here, but like if Minnie also doesn't land on platforms and she falls into the water, you're dead, and there's no way you're recovering from that. So that's something to be careful and mindful of. And this is the boss of this stage. He's very cute, but he's also very deadly, so you don't want him to touch you, because otherwise you're done for. And that's stage 2. So that's good so far. It will change, but it's good so far. Stage 3 is the woods. The main feature of the stage is that you need to find the secret passages of the stage, which they so happen to be inside of trees. So we will need to shoot at certain specific trees on our route here to kind of like open doors and move on to the next part of the stage. So you kind of need to know where to go. Blind, like if you play this game blind, it's not that great because you literally have no clue what to do. Like I remember playing this game blind for the first time. I was like, I literally have no idea what you're asking of me to do, game. So, but yeah, certain trees will just like open passages for you, and you can kind of move on with your route. But yeah, otherwise it's a little hard to find. So yeah, so far so good. These guys are not good at all. Sometimes they're very aggressive, like in this case, so there's not much you can do other than perish, apparently, so that's about it. But yeah, we'll try to be careful and mindful, but again, their patterns are completely RNG, so there's nothing that one can really do to predict them. Sometimes they will hit you, sometimes they will run into you, sometimes they will just like drop so many rocks on you that you cannot even do anything about it, so you can just like shoot your way through and hope for the best, pretty much. In this case, this is the tree. We move on to the third part of the stage, the snowy area. So there's more guys throwing rocks here, so that's kind of, this part is kind of like a bit of everything that you've seen so far. So nothing good, but it is what it is. There's also like running pigs from behind for some reason, because why not? Let's deal with these guys, and we basically had to go all the way around, kind of like wrap our way through the stage, go back to the beginning sign where it says start, and shoot at this tree. There you go. And this is the final area of this third stage. Same goes with this like guys, like the flying ones are kind of fine, but like the ones on the floor, like they cannot really, you cannot really predict any pattern, like you can kind of need to roll with the punches for the most part. These diamonds are very useful in this stage because you're going to take a lot of damage, like necessarily there's nothing you can do about it, so having drops very much helps because at the very least you can kind of refill some health. And this is the boss of this stage, which is pretty mean. Sometimes he will just like run at you, and if he runs at you, you kind of like need to wait it out because there's not a lot that you can do. That was pretty clutch. The guy really tried to murder me there, but it worked. So other stage, pirate ship. This is the second to last stage. This is pretty mean. This is a pretty mean stage because you're going to trade for damage, like no matter what you want to do. You need to accept that you're going to trade for damage, like in this case, these guys, like if they just like want to shoot you, they will. This is not exactly great, like I kind of didn't want to take damage there, but we'll try to see if that works still, because you will trade for damage with the boss of the stage here as well, so let's see how this goes, but we might die here and there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, it didn't happen, but yeah, it's awful, like there's literally nothing else you can do. You can just trade for damages with those knives, and that's basically it. But yeah, the castle is the final stage. We will try to farm for a little bit of cake. The cake kind of like refills your HP if you're low on them, and it comes very handy in most sections of the stage because it's pretty filled with enemy. Like enemies are basically all over. They move very erratically through the screen at all times, so there's a lot going on here, especially in the further down the line, but we'll see. So here we come in this section because we need that key to open a door that we will see later. And now that we have collected the key, we go back all the way again. Because who doesn't like backtracking in games? Like, I love backtracking. But yeah, just be careful of all these enemies on the way, because there will be many. Minnie has to follow you because otherwise you cannot progress. There's cake. I would kind of like cake, thank you. But yeah, we're getting to the half of the stage, I would say. We try to clear our way out of all these enemies, because otherwise they get in the way and they're pretty annoying. Let's jump together, because otherwise it doesn't work. Same with these guys. They're very annoying in terms of like some patterns that they give you. I would kind of like that, thank you. That's very convenient. Same thing here, we kind of like trade for damage here as we move through. And we're kind of going to do the same thing here with this other guy. We see on his projectiles and we kind of go through the door. And this is also the last boss. We trade for damage here again, and then we just like turn around and shoot, and that's basically it. And that is Mickey Mousecapade, which is great because apparently we came all the way to this castle and through all these stages just because we needed to save Alice in Wonderland, because crossovers, yay! Apparently that's the plot. So now we're happy because we saved her. But yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know, like apparently there's some plot. They tried to give it some plot, I don't even know. But yeah, that went fine, I guess. It could have been way worse. We took maybe like 1 or 2 deaths there. I actually cannot quite remember, but it is what it is. So it's a game for sure. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the marathon. Sorry about these games. This was the awful block for the marathon. Every game after this one is going to be just fine. Definitely better than whatever I just played, so stick around for that. I guess Dave is actually next, so I mean, maybe it's not better, I don't know, since it's Dave next, maybe like he's like, I don't know, whatever. Like I'm sure that the game is going to be better than this one, but yeah, hope you guys are having fun. Stick around for more games to come, and we will see you around. So yeah, take care everyone.